Hey, what's going on, amazing, beautiful people? Listen, this is your girl, Kwamia. For those who don't know how and can't pronounce my name, you could either call me Q, Kwa, or either Queen. Tonight is an amazing episode. I am collaborating with the amazing King himself, Blerdicorn, Martel Blerdicorn. Listen, we are going to end on this topic. We are talking that talk. We going deep. We are actually speaking on the topic of bullying in the Blerd community. So let's talk about it. Listen, I'm just waiting for him to come on, and we're actually talking about it. Like I told you, we discussing those uncomfortable conversations. We're speaking on it. We're talking the real. We're talking the truth. We're getting deep and down and true into what it is that we need to really get deep and down into. So here he go. Coming on. How you doing, everyone? Make sure you guys engage. Make sure you guys participate. Hey!
Your Majesty, it is an honor and pleasure to be in your presence once again. Greetings to you all. What's going on, lady?
What's going on? Yes.
I saw you speaking your diatribe. I was like, I don't want to interrupt this monologue, but I got to slide in here because she'll think I'm. I can't have you thinking I'm being late and stuff.
Nah, it's all good. It is all good. How you doing on this amazing night?
I'm doing okay, all things considered. I always keep that positive energy despite anything that goes on. I'm just glad to be here. I've been hyped about this all day. Oh my gosh, you have no idea how I've been hyped. I even got the goggles on, so I'm hyped about this. It's gonna get hot. I'm turning on the air conditioner. Hold on, I'm turning on the AC because I am not about to melt here looking like a stick of butter in front of the doggone camera. That is not gonna happen.
Yeah, I just turned mine on too because I said, listen, all this butter is about to melt.
Girl, it's all right. You got that supernova heat anyway, so you always gonna be smooth no matter what happens. It's gonna be creamy no matter what. Like, yes, give me your food. I'm gonna just bless it. There we go, right there. Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, I can't with you. You're too much. Listen, how you guys doing? Welcome.
Hey, everybody.
Welcome. Listen, you guys, make sure you engage. Make sure you participate. Make sure you throw your questions, your comments, your concerns, everything in the comments because you are a part of this platform as well as this show as well. So let's get into it. So when you hit me up about this topic, right, I was like, what is going on? But I said, one thing I said, he damn sure know who to hit up because he damn sure know that your girl gonna read and reread somebody.
There's going to have to be some proofreading up in here because it's going to be repeated reading going on throughout the evening. I'm telling you, there's going to be some studying of the lexicon of this because this is a topic that to me I'm very passionate about because I lived it just like a bunch of my other fellow Blerds out here, kings, queens, princesses, nieces, nephews, you name it.
Gotcha.
And I'm gonna let you start it off because you had to let the queen go first. I'm just a guest on here. You know how this works.
Listen, I love my guests to go first because I want to see what your intake. I want to see what you coming with and making sure we going on the same alignment because I don't want to go sideways.
Okay. Well, those who are joining and never met me before, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, blurs of all ages, good evening. I am the quintessential Blerdicorn. I am Frosty Beard himself. My name is Navy Montel. I am a lifelong Blerd. I've been one since I was able to turn the pages on a comic book or look at a cartoon and go, ooh, this is what this is. That's been me all my life. And one of the things I've been passionate about, girl, you're perfect. Don't quit fooling with it. You're perfect. What you doing? You don't mess with perfection. What is wrong with people? Oh my God. I get started. Don't do this. Girl, I got more issues in my comic collection. Don't do this to me. I'm telling you.
I was just fixing it.
you don't fix what it's not. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying.
Got you. I hear
Uh,
you.
okay. One of the things that I'm sure that a lot of us have walked our paths in is being bullied and subjugated, especially when we were younger, and we expressed a passion and a desire to learn about things that were outside of our culture. And I know the way I was raised may have been the unicorn, but that didn't mean I didn't get subjugated any less, because it was strange at my age to talk about. You could read a comic book, you could watch cartoons, but I wanted to talk about it. I wanted to create characters. I wanted to be different. But being, and see, I'm trying not to get too emotional here, because I still remember what it was like for me, not only as a black child, but a black child in an inner city school who was getting teased by kids that I could see myself being friends with.
Yeah.
And it carries over to adulthood. That shit carries on, because when you are at that age, you are the most impressionable. You want to be a part of something. You want to make friends. You want people to talk about the same things that you talk about and have fun and know that you don't feel like a stranger. But unfortunately, a lot of the old school black masculinity was put into us to make us think that, one, what we like belongs to white people. What we like is foreign and doesn't belong to us. Mm-hmm. And the fact that we're not trying to subjugate somebody else in our journey.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm here to tell you, I am a Blerdicorn in my heart, because I don't believe in that sort of thing. But that didn't mean I didn't get pelted any less, getting beat up, rocks thrown at me, talked about. Friends were friends. Next day they weren't friends anymore. But it makes it worse when it's in your own community. So we fast forward till now, as adults.
Yeah.
As adults in the community that people have sweat and toiled and bled over just to try to create a safe space. Yeah. You still have these sorry ass bastards out here, and I'm gonna call, like I said, and I don't ever say it like this, men and women, both of y'all. You have no right to talk down about somebody else because you don't like them, they don't follow along your standards, or you feel like they're so strange and so weird that you can't associate with them. Bullshit.
Yeah.
That's absolute bullshit.
Absolutely. And listen, and I have to definitely agree, because even back in my day, I seen the different bullying that was going on, which I always see the same way you guys see me. I've always been an outspoken person for either myself or other people around me. Mm-hmm. I don't have to know them, but I just feel like I call the thing a thing, or I see if it was wrong, I'm calling it out. And my thing is, I was always that type of person where if I seen something going on wrong inside the school, or even if it was in the community, I always be like, yo, what's going on? Like, that's not cool. Or I did that. I stand by that so much that I even raised my son, now 20 years old, in college, to actually do the same thing. Because I remember one time the school called me, his school, and they was like, Miss Burgess, you need to come down here because your son, just got into an altercation, got into a fight. So I get down into the school, and I'm like, okay, first of all, I don't automatically assume that my son wrong, but I also know he's not perfect, and I'm not the in the now mother to sit there and think that he may not start something or something he may not have done. But
right.
Before I judge, before I assume, I'm going to go down and see what's going on. So long story short, come to find out, my son was the one fighting a bully that was messing with a kid that was being bullied, because he seen something wrong. He seen something that wasn't right. He seen the kid kept pressing the other boy and kept sitting there picking on him. And he seen that the kid was not going to fight back because that wasn't in his nature. And seen this numerous times over and over and over. So my son got fed up and he just beat the kid up. He's like, okay, since he gotta go fight you, I'm gonna fight you. He used his words. He did use his words. He said, yo, leave him alone. The kid, I guess, felt some type of way because they felt like he shouldn't jump in it because he wasn't talking to him. And so my son said, I don't care you not talking to me, but you need to leave him alone. You see that kid not wanting to fight you. He's
Yeah.
not willing to fight you, and he's not even picking on you or even trying to come back at you. Why are you messing with him? So in regards to that, I guess the boy felt some type of way, decided he wanted to hit at my son. My son knocked him with a 2 cold piece biscuit.
Let's go.
So
Let's.
the boy got knocked out. He put him to sleep. And then I got to the school, and after I heard the situation, of course, you know, the teachers, the staff members told me their story, but of course, I want to hear my son's side of the story.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody could see a same situation, right? But everybody going to tell a different side of the story, right? So
Right.
I end up hearing his side. So I always been that person that always step in to sit there and making sure that if I see somebody bullying somebody and somebody doing something wrong, I'm going to say something and go and just jump into adulthood. The shit is still even happening as we are adults, as 30, 35, 40, 45 years old. Were we still in high school?
I wonder sometimes, I truly do. Some people want to capture their youth, but in the wrong way. You know, I understand you want to go back to a time where it's a little bit simpler, but guess what? Not every simple time was a simple time. There are people who are dealing with that type of BS all the time. And I give it up to the kids nowadays who are standing up to these bullies. Because back then, when I was coming up, you weren't dealing with just one. These jokers rolled in packs. I'm talking like hyenas, and it was always, oh, I want to be cool. I want to be under Dante, so I want to roll with him. And if you teach somebody, then I'll be with him. Okay, so yeah, you basically show that you got a soft backbone because you want to be a part of, you want to follow the crowd. You want to be a part of the group. Regardless of what the group is doing, you want to be on the inside. Well, the true heroes were those who said, nah, I'm good. I don't want to be a part of that. And we're the ones that got the crap beat out of us. So we learned in life that there are truly some of us who don't like bullies. And we're going to do what we need to do. And as we got older, we became wiser, and we started imparting that onto our children. And Lord knows I'm doing it with mine. And I'll be damned if I see, as in the age of 52, I see it now. Like, wait, what are you doing? Hold on. This is not cool. Mind you, I'm older, so people see me and they look at me like, I'm not gonna fool Mr. Montel. But yeah, Mr. Montel will tie you up like a damn shoestring. Trust and believe. I'll have you looking like coming off a fresh pair of Converse.
Exactly.
But the thing that bothers me, and I definitely know you can relate to this, my queen, is that we still have people who are subjugating and bullying and talking down about people within our own walls. We have enough dealing with it outside, dealing it from people who are not melanated, people who have not walked the paths that we have walked and lived the lives that we've lived. We have come a long way, but you still have those few who are all about ego first and not unity. They're not about what's good for everybody else. It's all about them. So they're going to take you and make you an example so that way they can be better. Mm-hmm. Social media, unfortunately, has become that tool for a lot of these fucking cowards.
Absolutely. And it's so funny that you said that, because those the cowards and the most bullies that is behind the internet and behind the social media. And it's so funny because one time I was on a live, right, or somebody else live. And me, I'm always the type of person, if I see, like I say, if I see something, especially you mess with mine, or you say something out of the sideways side of your neck about mine, I'm going to call it out. So I was on the live, and one of my soul sisters, she was on a live too. So someone came after her in regards to a comment. And I understand that I can't fight everybody, and I'm not trying to fight everybody. But if I see it, I'm going to say something. You know, and it don't even have to be a fight. You could just use your words and verbally call the person out. Or as my words is like a tap on the shoulder, because I can't physically, so I'm gonna tap you with my comment. So I guess the person, I don't know if it was a he, she, or whatever, however, but my thing is, the person kind of feel offended because I called the person out about messing with mine or saying a disrespectful remark. So in regards to that, you know, long story short, you know, we went back and forth, but I'm like, why am I going back and forth with this person? Because one thing, we're not in the same zip code, and knowing the fact that where I come from, I'm from both sides of the tracks, from the church and from the hood. So one thing that we don't do, we don't talk. I don't do too much of this. So my thing is, And so immediately, all I gotta do is press 9. I gotta press 9. I would press 9, and all my goons in the squad pop up,
Oh,
a
fact.
whole block of cars. So, but my thing is, so he was saying, oh yeah, people talk a lot on social media. And so me and my sister both said, oh, this is not for social media. This is what we do. This is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
This is what it is. This is not social media. So, but I was like, let me just leave this person alone because first of all, you're not even in my same area code or zip code, so I can't even get my hands on you. So
Come on.
But I feel like by him saying that, that's something that he does. Because for you to think that I'm a behind the scenes internet just talker, you definitely, that lets me know who you are. Because you got to pay attention to what people say. Because people will tell on themselves.
And that's all they have. These keyboard cowards out here, the minute they see something they don't like, if you're not going to support somebody, if you're not going to encourage them, if you're not going to just uplift them, then you're going to try to tear them down. Why? Because that's all you have. That's a weakness within yourself. I'm sorry. The strongest people are the ones who sit back and go, this ain't working. Nah, fam, I'm not going to engage with you because your level of stupidity is showing so bright. I'm not a part of this. And I'm going to jump on this and I'm going to say this. The biggest bullies to me are the ones who don't support when other content creators of color in our community are trying to be on the come up.
Absolutely.
And we saw a lot of that with Blerdicon because I'm a part of Blerdicorn. I'm proud. I am unapologetically a part of this beautiful motherfucker, all right? I'm a part of this. Since 2016, I've been a part of this. So when people found out that Blerdicorn said, we're going to set the standard. We're going to make sure that if you come here, you're vaccinated. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. So who jumps on board? All these fucking cowards out here. Oh, well, I'm going to buy me a vaccination card. Why do we have to have a mask? Because some of you sorry bastards don't even know how to clean yourself. Why am I going to let you around my kids and my fam? Fuck you. I'm not doing that. So instead of just embracing that someone has the wherewithal and the bravery to take a step in the direction that a lot of people are scared of, you want to tear it down. To what end? What does benefiting tearing something down going to do for you? What is it going to benefit? Because now you look fucking stupid because you've decided to jump on the opposite side of history. You decided to be the bully that we talk about. I've been subjugated. I've been bullied. Well, why are you talking about Blerdicorn? Because I don't agree with what they're doing. I think it's effing stupid. Now you look like the bully that's been beating your ass all these years.
Exactly.
Surprise, surprise.
Exactly. Yeah. But my thing is, like, I understand that we are not going to agree to everything that the world and society is going to do. And, and I feel like people feel those ways and get into that mindset of, oh, I don't agree, due to the fact that it's of the unknown. And people jump and react so quick, steady, trying to get to understand. And it's like you could have saved all that energy if you just would have calmed down, chill out, and then end up getting to understand what was going on.
Come on, say it for the people in the back. Say it for the people in the back because they ain't hearing this. They ain't hearing this. Come on.
But it's like the thing is, we as people of color and brown, we jump so fast. We really do, and we are the most reactive community. We are. And I understand that when people put out things, or maybe the nation, the president, or their social media or publications put out things, let's read it to understand. But see, that's a lack of too. Our community don't read. They don't read. They want to see visuals. And everything is not a visual. You know what I'm saying? So even if you need to read it 5 times, at least you read it 5 times to understand it. But if you at least read it once, then that means that you're going to react and have if that's going to be a negative reaction, that all you had to do was take your time to read. So.
No, and you're right. You're absolutely right. And even those who do read, they're only going to translate it the way they want to see it. If the fact is right there in front of them and it's saying this, but you don't want it to say this, your mind is going to start changing things so it has your interpretation to it, or you see it a certain way. And then that leads into problems. Hi, everybody who's joining us. You got this queen and you got me. You got this beautiful Your Majesty here and you got me. So we're going to put that out like that. So there we go. But I feel that when people do this, there's something inside of them that's still broken. And instead of just identifying with what the problem is, you want to continue to exacerbate it by beating down on the positive, especially if someone's taking those steps to say, hey, I want to be a trendsetter. This is what I'm going to do. Oh, it's garbage. I don't like that. Well, then fine. You're well within your rights to not like it. The problem comes in when you start trying so hard to make your voice the dominant voice without listening to the other side.
Yes, exactly. Exactly.
There's two sides to every conversation. There's two sides to every story. While we have the right to agree and to disagree, if you don't agree, cool, that's fine. But when you get loud and disrespectful about it, to the point where now this person starts to question if what they're doing is even right, congratulations on your shallow victory. But where do you go from here?
Yeah.
Because someone's going to call you out on your bullshit, and then you got nothing to stand on. Mm-hmm. We deal enough with that in our community, whether it's content creators, cosplayers, any type of artistic creations out here. Someone's out here trying to do the thing, and they're trying to just say, hey, I want to be a part of something. I want to be part of something bigger and beautiful, and I want to be a part of this. Nah, you don't fit in with our dynamic. Why? Based on what? Based on you? Let me tell you something there, Buford. If I'm not mistaken, weren't you that cosplayer back in the day who made their first costume out of cardboard? But we fast forward till now, here's someone who's doing the same thing and trying to get there, and you want to be disrespectful and dissenting and condescending to this person? Why? Who hurt you?
Exactly. Exactly. And then also, not only that, because I like the comment that Chizu117 said, is we're the most traumatized people alive and dead.
Mm-hmm.
That's a bar. Because my thing is, it's absolutely true. And then not only that, but then we also are the type of people that don't want to look at our own selves in the mirror. We don't want to peel layers. We don't want to sit there and see the truth. You rather continue to be hurt, be broken, and to be scorned and not heal, to walk around and saying, you're okay, I'm fine, there's nothing wrong with me. But see, you can't say that when your actions are the things that you do and you say shows it.
Exactly.
Yeah, and like even going back to the fact that you say the most bullies is the people that don't support other content creators, other people in, the entertainment, radio, podcasts, or whatever. And just for you to say that, I remember me and Color Curve podcast, we was on earlier this season on my show, and she was mentioning, me and her had a conversation about this.
Hi, Color Curve. She's on here. Hi. Oh my gosh. Hi. Okay, what's up?
And she was saying that when she first came on the scene, she was the one that always supporting other people, liking their posts, supporting them, retagging them, resharing them, all this other stuff, and they was doing the same thing for her at all. And listen, I definitely understand, because for some reason, even though I don't know who started this verse in the podcast community, but at the same time, I feel like they just support it is free. But for some reason, some people take that like if they gotta go to the ATM, put their card inside of it, take out a $500 just to sit there and just do the simple task or simple little small gesture on their phone, to sit there and say, oh my God, just read it and be like, oh my God, this is amazing, or such and such is having this or doing this. Let me share it and extend it to the community or the world, because and this has always been me. If I don't need it, and if it doesn't apply to me, there'll probably be somebody in my circle or extended that's following me that it could apply to. So that's because I may not need it, don't mean that somebody who's following me that may not be following Color Curve may end up needing it. So let me take it from her, hit the share button, because guess what? Whoever that person in my circle that's following me gonna be thankful that damn, this came from the pipeline me. So don't realize that. And just to say that, I remember my son, like I said, my son is 20, but his school, his old high school and his elementary school, I'm still a part of a lot of things, and they send me a lot of things in the emails. So I didn't know that they send out the summer application, but knowing the fact, I'm like, my son, he's out of the age range for summer school, application jobs. So I was like, well, I have a huge big family who I know my little cousins at age in this age range, the application requirement. So let me share it in a family group. One of my cousins was like, thank you so much. Such and such had got the job for the summer, blah, 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 blah. But if I didn't share that, my little cousin wouldn't have no summer job.
Come on.
You know what I'm saying? You got to realize that you can't just think about yourself. You got to think about other people. I always tell people that, yeah, you may stand in your own body, in your own form, but guess what? You are linked and attached to other people in the world. Just like other people are attached to you. Because guess what? Just how my little cousins go standing on my shoulders, I know damn well I'm standing on many other people's shoulders that came before me. So I'd be damned if I let my grandparents roll over in their grave and not see that I do the due diligence, do the job, do the support, and I do the uplift our family, our community, and our work. I seen them doing it. Listen, I ain't mean to go off.
Oh, no. You don't have to apologize. No, You had me about ready to do the holy dance up ahead because you ain't speaking nothing but gospel. Absolute facts. And it's the same thing I say all the time. And this comes from the amazing people who follow me, the incredible family that I have helped cultivate and be a part of. Support doesn't cost a damn thing. If you can be a bridge for someone, if you could be a support system for someone, it doesn't cost anything. You don't have to come out of your pocket. You can sit there, like you said, just send just put a comment or join if they're on a live or if they're doing artwork. Put a heart up there and say, hey, you seen it, you liked it. These little gestures, these little moments can have a massive impact on somebody, because somebody out there, and I say this every day, what you say and what you do can have an impact on someone's day. A kind word in our community is damn near like a diamond, because you got so many people that are downtrodden and they're angry and they're frustrated. They're not noticed and they're not seen and they're not acknowledged. That's the same thing as bullying if you ignore that shit. If you ignore somebody's pain and you know it's there, oh, I don't want to get involved. Wouldn't you want someone to get involved in your life? Wouldn't you want someone to support you in what you're trying to do? See, I get passionate about this because I've known people who are trying to display their art or write their music so people can hear it, or be a part of the convention scene, who get into cosplay. People are content creators, whether they're podcasting, YouTubing, doing Twitch, doing all of that. All they want is someone to see what they're doing and say, I like what you do. Good job. 1 turns to 2, turns to 4. And it's just that easy.
Exactly. It is. It's very simple. And just even...
I'm sorry for going off. See, you apologize for that.
You already know here at Pillow Talk, we had uncomfortable conversations. I'm not giving a damn about being nobody's friend. At the end of the day, the information that we speak and the conversations that we have that's uncomfortable is definitely going to be useful. And guess what? You may not like me, you may not love me, but you are there.
Yeah, what I'm talking about. Yeah. That's right. I did the chair spin. That's my way. I did the damn thing. You know what? Am I saying, my queen, bravo to you. I appreciate all that you do for the community. Bravo. Yes. Imagine introducing me to your friends. Man, they wouldn't know what to do with me. So how you doing? It's a pleasure to meet you all. Wonderful. Yes, wonderful. Fantastic. Thank you so much for your time. My dear, I'm going to go to the loo. I shall return.
Listen, they may not know what to do, but they damn sure be like, yo, he's cool as hell. Like, but listen, but this topic here protection mode. It really,
Mm-hmm.
because you got to realize that also what I say, which because I hope this person didn't think that I was being a bully. So, because this actually jumped on my spirit. One thing about me, what I do, I'm a brand.
Mm-hmm.
And not to sound conceited, I was born a brand. At the end of the day, because I know the legacy that I come from. So, in
Facts.
regards to that, me doing this, I don't just work with anybody. And however, I pray and I do alignments. You know, I'm a meditation. I have it gotta
Mm-hmm.
be. So in regards of that, and I say this to say this, somebody basically in the podcast community reached out to me. But
Mm-hmm.
for some reason, this person been reaching out to me for a while. But for some reason, something in the pit of my gut was telling me, like, stop. Like, it was like this. I was trying to go, but it was stopping me.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, one thing about me, I learned in my old self not to, what I used to ignore, but now I choose not to ignore because the shit fucked me up in the years. And I'm like, damn, I should have paid attention to that feeling. But I reached out to a reliable source and asked this question because I felt like, you know, I heard some jitter. But like I said, I don't believe everything on the streets, you know, in the Instagram streets. But however,
Right.
even though I don't believe it, don't mean that I don't hear it. So I end up reaching out to a reliable source. And when
Mm-hmm.
I end up basically reached out to that source actually confirmed and clarified what I was feeling the whole time. See, one thing, reason why I say I'm very precise and specific who I work with, because you got to realize who you connecting your brand, your name, your reputation, and your platform with. And me sitting there connecting with anybody who put their hands on a woman, I can't do that.
Ooh. Yeah.
And also the reason why I can't do that is because I'm a domestic survivor myself. Not only would I shame myself and disrespect myself who survived that,
Mm-hmm.
and probably couldn't, but due to the grace of God, I did. But not only would I shame myself, I would be disrespecting my cousin who's dead and who died due to the fact she didn't survive it.
Mm-hmm.
So, and all the other women who didn't survive it, who I stand in the place, in the position, in the power to tell my story and tell theirs, who can no longer tell their story. So I can't. So I just hope that person does not take me as, you know, a podcaster bully and not thinking that it was, you know what I'm saying, like I didn't want to work with them when I have a very sufficient reason why.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I felt like I didn't really have to explain myself. However, sometimes some people may need the explanation. But it's just what it is. I have reservations. I have feelings. And I choose to listen to the gut. And the reliable source I reached out to actually confirmed. So I apologize to the person if you didn't understand the reason why. But now you may probably do if you know who you are. But other than that, listen, me, myself, I support everybody. I'm jumping on people's lives. I'm jumping in your comments. I'm liking your pictures. I'm reposting your shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I'm reaching out to people that's sitting there and saying, hey, come on the show, because I feel it. Something is telling me I need to reach out to you, or, hey, I need you on right
Yes.
now. So,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? And I don't look for nothing back. You don't even have to share, repost, like none of my stuff. Least long.
Too late. I already did it. Too late. I'm sorry. I may say that out loud. Too late.
Long as, you know what I'm saying, I did what I felt like I wanted to do and needed to do for me to do.
Mm-hmm.
That's all that matters. Because at the end of the day, the right person who needs to see my stuff will end up seeing my stuff.
And I'm the same way. If anyone has seen my lives, my IG, my Blerdicorn convos, y'all know how I am. I'm about support. I'm about that positive note, that positive word. Discernment of spirit is everything to me, because I want to make sure that when people come around me, they are not taking from me what I'm not ready to give, if you know what I mean. That's a demon right there who just wants to just eat away at my spirit, but just take advantage of that. And
Yes.
I'm not about that. And another thing that, and I'm sure when I say this, you're going to relate to this. To everybody out there who is a survivor of domestic abuse, God bless you. Y'all have endured the ultimate battle in my eyes at the hands of someone that you cared about and you were willing to just try to hang in there, but they weren't willing to even see you as a human being. No, no, no. To everyone out there who sees and knows that somebody is going through something like this, if you have clear, concise knowledge that somebody is being abused, beat down, put through all this, and you choose to stand back because you don't want to be a part, you are as big a bully as a bully who is doing the bullying, because you're not being part of the solution. You're being part of the problem. You're complicit in their pain. And I'm not down with that. I'm not the biggest cat in the world. I weigh 170 pounds with a dollar bill on each shoulder and a Fruit Loop in my mouth. That's about as good as it gets. But trust and believe, if y'all have seen the IG lives that I still have up there, that shows you I do not fuck around when it comes to my fam, my friends, or my community. I will not stand still if I know somebody is being subjugated, especially my queens are being subjugated, and they feel like they have no help from anyone. If you want to stand back, you don't want to be a part of that, that's fine. But when things get serious and the matters get more lethal and they get more deadly,
Yes.
well, I just didn't want to be a part. No, you're right. You didn't want to be a part. No, we ended up losing somebody special because you didn't want to be a part of it. If you know somebody's going through some shit, don't just stand back and let them go through it. Let them know that they're not alone. Help them through it. Lend them your strength and your support so that way they don't feel like they're fighting this battle on their own. It angers the fuck out of me to know that people stand back idly and go, well, they'll be all right. How do you know?
Exactly.
How the fuck do you know? Are you living their life? Are you sleeping in their bed? Are you standing in their home? Are you talking to this person?
Exactly. True. That is so true.
You really want to, that's one of my biggest pet peeves. I hate people who want to just stand back and say, well, there's two sides to every story. What your eyes and your heart are telling you, if something's not right, it's not right. I'd rather be wrong and say, okay, let me check and make sure this person's okay, than not be a part of this and find out what happened to them. Oh, they're in the hospital. What happened? So-and-so, so-and-so, so-and-so. Exactly. Why the fuck did I stand back? I could have changed this shit. I could have made sure they were, but you didn't.
That's true. That is so true.
So to you, my queen, you are one of my motherfucking heroes. I don't care what anybody say. You're one of my motherfucking heroes. And I'm telling you, because my mom, I was raised by a single parent. My mom is my everything. I love that woman. That woman helped raise me to be the man that I am. My grandmother, great-grandmother, I grew up in a predominantly female family. So I know the value of my queens. Some of y'all are trashy. We're going to put it out there. Some of y'all, you know who he is. If you get mad, if you want, I said what I said. Fight me. I don't care. I'm on this side of half a century. I ain't got nothing to lose. What you going to do? Take away my hair? Look, there's nothing there.
He said, fight me.
I'm just saying, what you going to do? Fight me? But we can't just stand idly by and watch somebody get bullied, because bullying can take on different levels. It can take on different things.
That's true.
You know, it's not just in the Blerd community. It's in our community as a whole, as kings and queens, our children, our parents, hell, our grandparents, anyone that we know that's going through something and they need that help. We gotta be there for them. We have to.
That is absolutely true.
Oh, what do I know? I'm an old black dude. What do I know? I don't know nothing. I don't know jack.
Listen, my thing is, it's now to the fact that we are about to be at the end of 2021.
Mm-hmm.
The stuff that we basically saying, the stuff that we talk about on our platforms, the stuff that we end up basically discussing and we still talking about, been talking about, people before us been talking about for so long. My thing is, if I see you speak about it and you don't do nothing, you ain't doing nothing about it, try to find some type of solution, or I'm seeing you at least represented in a type of way that you at least trying or at least
Mm-hmm.
towards a solution, then it's a problem to me in my book. Because like, when are we going to stop talking about it, and when are we going to end up doing stuff?
I'm sorry. Say that again for the people in the back, please. Say that again, please.
Stop talking about it, and when we going to actually start.
Mm. Yo, she give me hype, y'all. You ain't got no idea, because solutions are easy, but people don't want to listen.
Mm-hmm. That is so true. And the thing is, we got to realize that the children be that's amongst us, and I realized this during me becoming a parent.
Mm.
These kids don't give a damn about what you say. You know what they really focused on? They really model, copy, duplicate, and do what you do. They don't. You could tell every single day the same thing like a tape recorder. But I realized, me becoming a parent and my son now at 20, I could say it all day. But then I realized, looking back and back out of my outer self, and then stepping back looking at him, I'm like, damn, he's not doing what I'm saying. He's doing what I'm doing.
Yep. Yes.
So I'm sitting here like, okay, I got it. Thank you, God, for connecting me to the alignment and giving me the message and bringing it to and through my son. Because I wouldn't have got that if I was a parent. It probably would have took me. I would have got it, but probably took me way longer. But then I realized, like, okay, so in regards of that, so it's like, okay, if my son just doing what I'm doing, now let me do to show the world. Let me do it. I'm not going to talk about it. I'm not going to speak about it. Let me do it. So, because eventually you guys see me sharing, jumping on your lives, posting, so
Mm-hmm.
being that active human being, that queen sister to you, eventually I'm going to fucking rub off on you.
Come on.
I'm going to rub off on you to the fact that saying, okay, because I remember one person say, oh, you come to show us up. Listen, I ain't come to show none of y'all motherfuckers up in this podcast world. The thing is, I always was doing what I've been doing.
Mm-hmm.
The thing is the fact that you're just now seeing it.
Ooh! Oh man, if that don't hit different with y'all, I don't know what is wrong with y'all. Cause this queen is preaching over here. All she needs is a pulpit, a robe, and a choir. That's all she needs. I might be her choir, you know. I might be that choir. Let's go. What's good? I'm just Hey, but you're not wrong. You have to lead by example. It's easy to talk. You can read a whole paragraph. You can perform an entire diatribe.
Yeah.
But people are going to look and see how you act, how you conduct yourself, how you speak with others. Because you can talk all day long. I know crazy people that can talk all day long, but they sit in the same spot. So you're talking, but you're not doing anything. Okay, I'm going to see what you're doing. But if I see people, like you said, supporting, jumping in the lives, encouraging others, showing people that they're not alone, being a part of something great, and letting them know that they are being acknowledged. That is a superpower that is undeniable. I don't care if you can fly through the air, you can break through a wall, you can turn invisible. The greatest superpower in the world is to show someone that they are valuable, that they are priceless, that they are acknowledged, that they are seen. The same power that we have to tear somebody down can be turned into a power to build somebody up.
Exactly. And see, the thing is, you never know what a person is internally going through. You never know if that person probably just start feeling like, damn, you know what? This ain't working. So this gonna be my last post, my last live, my last podcast, my last, business, my last thing, my last sell, because it's not working out in my favor. By you just stepping up and you just either reshare it.
Mm-hmm.
hitting that like button, sending a comment, jumping in live, or just sitting and just posting their shit, putting it in your story, or just buying something. You never know, by just that one thing that you do could end up motivating that person to change their mind in the fact of saying, you know what, I was just about to quit, but just because of this sale, just because of this reshare, just because of this like and this comment that this person ended up saying, just because this person came in the live and put comments and was interacting, guess what? I'm going to keep pushing. I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep doing me, because that person, guess what? They see me.
Mm-hmm.
They see me. And if that one person see me, I know that there's going to be somebody else out there that need to see me and will see me. That's all it basically just takes. That's it. People just want to know that they are being seen, and the dedication and everything, they blood, sweat, and tears that they're doing, that is not in vain. Because it's easy to give up, and it's easy. The hard part is when you get it off the ground. Can you keep that shit off the ground and keep it elevated and going?
Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. No, you ain't gonna stop. No, Madam Minister. No, Madam, not, no, Because I'm gonna jump right in that pulpit with you. The word for today, my kings and queens, is acknowledgement. Just like our queen just said. When somebody is putting in the effort, they're putting in the work. They are trying to build something that they are fiery and they're passionate about. A simple, hey, I see what you're doing. Keep going. Don't stop. What can I do to help? That makes the balloon rise higher into the sky. The helium just gets more powerful and it starts to float, and people see what you're doing. Those who don't want to be a part of it, I got one simple word for you. Shut the fuck up. Don't say anything. Don't say a fucking thing. Don't say a word. If you ain't got nothing good to say, take your hot pocket looking ass back where you came from and don't say nothing, because the people that are really trying to do something, they're doing it because they care. They don't need you to tell them that, this isn't going to work. I don't see this working. Well, you're not supporting it, so guess what? Carry your sorry ass on. I got better things to do. And I'll be around better people who are like-minded, who are like-spirited, who are going to be on the same wavelength, who are up on the same plateau as me. And I'm going to let them know, I see you, boo. I see you with that cosmetic business. I see you with that social media business. I see you with that clothing line. I see you creating these videos. I see you making music. And I'm going to continue to see you. And I'm going to tell everybody about how badass you are. So let's go. What work do I got to put in?
Exactly. And then that's the thing also, is the fact is, like, let me tell you how truth and how powerful is by you just basically just supporting others. When you support others, and this is a true story for me. And my tell is part of the story, even though he probably figured it out later after part of the story. In regards to, this is how powerful the supporting and jumping in people's lives, sharing their stories. You may be going through things behind the scenes in your mind, in your life, in your internal being of your spirit, soul, mind, and body. You jumping on that live, and you may, and I think everybody ever said this, jumped on my tail live, and my tail gave them that fuel, gave them that energy, made their frown turn upside down. And so let me tell you something, there's times I jump on this King's live and listen, he makes my heart smile. When sometimes I be like, yo, I'm tired as hell, I can't keep going. I see him pop up, I'm like, you know what, there you go. Right there, because I know it's going to give me that life and that energy that I need to keep pushing, because it's something he's going to say that my soul needs to hear. It's something that he's going to mention that my mind needs reassurance. It's something that he's going to speak that my spirit needs that confirmation. So in regards to that, also, you never know the stuff that you're going through by you just supporting and jumping on people's lives, resharing their stuff. You never know. You can find what you be looking for. You may be finding it right there what you looking for. And I'm going to tell you this. I found Mo, and I think everybody know who the hell Big Mo is.
My brother. Let's go.
In regards to that, me jumping on Montel's live, I remember sitting there saying, damn, I need somebody to make some things for me. And I'm out. And my mind always going beyond the box. Like, I go way to the atmosphere, past the moon and the stars and the Jupiter. So I'm always creatively thinking somewhere out. I don't want simple shit. I want somebody that could take a glass to design what I want, take this logo behind me, and put it on a glass of art. And when I came on Montel's live and he was showing, he jumped up out of the chair, went to go get his glass, I was like, bingo, there you go right there. That's all I needed to do. To show up, show out, listen, interact, comment, pay attention, engage, all on this King's live, and he gave me exactly what I look. I had to go to I had to go to do Instagram. I had to go searching, like, oh my God, let me flick, go through people posts. I had to go to Facebook. I didn't even have to go to Google. Because all I had to do was a king was already someone that was following me, and I was following. He popped up on that particular day and showed me something that this young man did. Well, this king did. And guess what? And my answer was right there. That's so my long story short, you never know. By you supporting others, the message, the things that you may need to find, whatever it is that your mind, body, soul, and spirit may need, you never know that you may find it right there or trip right up upon it just by you supporting somebody.
First of all, you humble me. You genuinely do. I'm just a Blerd. In every sense of the word, you know, I will go crazy. I will holler and shout to the rafters and be like, "Yeah, what's going on?" But at my core, I am just a regular guy who understands what it means to want to be a part of something. And I understand what it means to acknowledge others who are putting in work. And I love being a bridge for one person to find another person. And you, my queen, telling me this, it just makes my heart sing, because that's all I ever want. I want creative people to be available for those who are looking for something. I want somebody to be able to inspire somebody. And I want to be that bridge. I don't ever look at how many people are following me. Numbers don't mean anything if I'm not connecting with the people that are following me. What's the point? They're just numbers. Oh, they got 1 million followers. Okay, out of the 1 million, how many do they engage with? How many do they have a conversation with? How many have reached out to them and said, hey, thank you for what you do, and you respond back in kind? Yeah. I'm a simple soul. You know, when my queen sit there and said, we got to do a podcast, I was like, let's go. I'm done. Good. I'm all for it. What's good? I was happy as a lark all day today. I'm sitting there at work like, I get to talk to Kiba. Because let me tell you something about this queen, y'all. I have popped in on her lives. The amount of wisdom and knowledge that flows from this fountain of beauty before us is a jewel. It is a treasure. It is valuable. It is priceless. Because somebody out there has come up on your lives, just like you said about me, and has gotten that morsel of wisdom or inspiration or that support that they need to get over their hump. Because you never know when somebody needs something. And sometimes we just need to be there for no other reason than to be there. And you are a treasure. I'm going to keep saying it until I ain't got no more teeth in my mouth, which probably be for another 40 years. And like, you know what? Back in my day, and they tell about this girl, Kima. Oh, I'll be like that. But that type of gift is a valuable thing. I say that to say this. If you can be that bridge, if you can be that, you can be the foil to any type of bullying in our community by simply showing somebody that they're seen, they're acknowledged, you like what they do, and you're encouraging them to keep going. It's the easiest thing in the world to say, fuck it, I don't want to do this anymore. I'm tired. I'm quit. I don't want to do this. I just want to sit down and watch anime and just get fat. But you know the hardest thing, that it's like, I'm watching One Piece episodes 542. I can't wait till you get the fucking end. But when you have a bit of inspiration and you listen to the inspiration and you sit on your tablet and draw, or you get on your computer and type, or you reach out on some sort of social media and engage with others, that is a blessing. Because like I said, 2 turns to 4, 4 turns to 8. 8 can become an infinity as long as you keep going.
Yeah.
And what this queen does, I'm proud to be a part of such august company. I'm here to tell you, I am honored to be a part of this. And she fine too, y'all. Oh, she fine in mud though. Woo! Lord have mercy. I'm saying, I call it like I see it, because you walk down the street and be like, who is that fine young lady right there? My gosh. Hi. I'm sorry. Sorry. Like I.
Listen, I'm too chocolate to be turning red.
Whatever, girl. You know what that means? That means there's red pepper flakes in the chocolate. You got some chili powder in the chocolate. That's what it is. I've had chocolate with chili powder in it. Very spicy.
But just like you always saying, right? You always saying that I see you always giving people their flowers, right?
Mm-hmm.
I am a male. I'm a person that's of a young man. I'm a boy mom. And me becoming a boy mom made me appreciate and respect the male species, the men, the young men. I always have, due to the fact of the amazing grandfather that I had who showed me a wonderful example of a man, which make it so much hard for men out here to date me. But
you give him the grandfather test, don't you? You give him the granddaddy test, don't you?
You say what?
You know what the granddaddy test is? You ask some questions you know your grandfather would ask just to see what the answer is going to be, but you update it. You make it a little more modern.
Absolutely. All day. Absolutely, because I want to see it. But just in regards of me becoming a boy mom, I appreciate, I know that people put women on a pedestal, but we don't put our men on that same equal pedestal. We don't care about their hearts. We don't care about their minds. We take it less unfortunate and not care so much. And after me having my son, I know what it is to pamper, to respect, to love, to embrace, to listen, to hear, and to ask about the man's heart, his soul, his spirit, to hear him, and not only to hear him, but to see him, to rub him down and give him that massage, to make sure he's relaxed and he's in peace. So to you, my king, I give you your flowers.
I'm going to tell y'all right now, I ain't used to this sort of thing. I'm telling you right now, straight up. But you know what? I honorably accept these flowers. And I thank you. Because you hit a point. We have men out here who all we want is to know that we're not weak in what we do. We deal with just as much as our queens do. The only difference is most men don't have the license to speak out. Because to do that would mean that they're weak, or they can't deal, or they're acting like little bitches. That's no further from the truth, because I cry just like anyone else. I feel frustrated and I get lonely. I experience all of this entire gambit of emotions as a man. I feel the only difference is that I don't have someone there who will look at me and say, my man's hurting.
Yeah.
Let me see what's on his heart. He's allowed to feel vulnerable. He's allowed to be tired. Why am I pushing so hard on these men? Why are our queens pushing so hard on us? And then when we explode, then all of a sudden there's a complaint. There's always a complaint. Well, he's always loud and everything else. No. Because it took a bad man to make a good woman bad, and it took a bad woman to make a good man bad, and it's a vicious cycle. It continues to spin until someone says, what the fuck am I doing? Why am I doing this? What he did to me is not his punishment. What she did to me It's not her punishment. I'm not going to extrapolate my past onto someone I just met. They had nothing to do with what happened behind me.
That's true.
So we got to be better. We have to do better. We have to look at this person as a clean slate to learn about them, to find out where they, when they get scared, what their favorite foods are. And people are like, well, it sounds like you're going in towards, dating. No. Getting to know somebody is one of the greatest things, because when you find out about someone, your empathy for them grows and it builds. And you understand when they have those bad moments, and you understand when they have their victories. You can be along the same lines with them, and you can follow and walk with them instead of, oh, he's a little bitch. That's all he doing. He cry all day about how he don't understand what's going on. I'm sick of these weak ass men and blah, 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 blah. Meanwhile, that man's got the weight of the world on his shoulders, and the one person that he wants to give him some sort of encouragement, upliftment, is acting like these sorry heifers out here that they see on these reality shows. I swear, if I could find the person who made these reality shows, I will uppercut these motherfuckers. Why? You have created a generation of monsters. Girl, I watch Love and Hip Hop, wives of dating this and everything. Let me tell you what these sorry heifers did and everything, and you emulate them. Why do you do this? But you bring that shit home, and the minute your significant other feels some kind of way, oh, now you want to get defensive.
Yeah.
This is who I am. No, it's not. It's who you're emulating. It's not who you are.
That's true. That's true. And this is why I say I'm very careful what I choose and what I select to put into my subconscious. And like I said, I'm truly a person. I can pat myself on the back. I'm so proud of myself.
I do it for you too. We're over here like, hey, I'm not patting your head. I don't want you to get mad at me. I'm not touching the hair. I'm trying to go for the shoulders. Y'all, I can't do it. I'm mentally patting her on the back right now, y'all, because I'm like, don't touch my hair. I ain't trying to touch your hair. I'm just trying to touch your shoulders.
Because I'm like, I see myself growing up from me being, early 30s, 25, to now about to be 40. And my tail, stop it. No, fam. Okay, I'm gonna have to bookmark this for a second, y'all. My brothers out here, and I am not racist at all. And I'm gonna say this: our queens out here have a level of melanin and beauty and grace that no other woman on this planet can touch. And you see this queen right here? Looking like she damn near 27, 28, talking about, I'm about to be about 40. You better quit lying. Listen, and I know even when I say I got a 20-year-old, people are like, what?
They don't know how to take it.
Or if me and him in the grocery store, they thinking either we are dating, that's my
No, you serious?
They think that we're dating, or they thinking that we're brothers and sisters. And one time my son just got so disgusted. He was, what? That's my mother. Like, that's just all around not right. So, like, if my son was bullets, that man would have been dead. Like, gone.
Oh my goodness.
And just me getting to the age that I'm getting to, I do see that the mistakes that because people don't take accountability, you know what I'm saying, for the things that they do. They want to blame others. They want to make it someone else's fault. I could literally say that everything that I have done, or if I make a mistake, I want y'all to call me out. Shit, I know I'm not perfect, but I don't want you to see Qua making a mistake, fucking up, tripping up, falling, and y'all see it and y'all not calling me out. No, that's one thing. That's a pact that me and my sister at the age of 15, we made a pact. Mm-hmm. We say as we continue to get older that we're going to tap each other on the shoulder and we're going to call each other shit out. And don't get upset, but it's all out of love. So
right.
My sister do it, I be like, bitch. But but I know but I know she basically doing it out of love because she's trying to correct my faults. So, but I can see the fact that I'm standing and taking accountability for anything if I do. If I make a mistake, if I do something wrong, if I trip up, if I did something incorrectly, I actually take that one mistake and I turn that shit around to know, hey, remember that. Won't do that again. No enough.
Mm-hmm.
And I realize it's hard for a lot of people to do, but I'm really so freaking proud of myself. And I was just saying this to myself the other day, like, bitch, you got it going on. You are freaking amazing to the person from where you was to who you are now. And listen, I look in the mirror every day. If I take off this makeup, I'm taking everything off. I can still look at who I am because I love the person who I am. And listen, he said that this don't look like 40 because moisturization, that's what it is, and exfoliation. So, so listen, I'm one thing about skincare. So I'm always in the mirror. So knowing that I pull those layers back to see the truth because I want to feel the pain.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody told me that you need to feel it. You gotta stay in it. You ain't gotta sit in it too long, but feel it to be able to acknowledge it. For knowledge it to be able to understand it.
Okay.
Once you acknowledge and you understand it, and then you could be able to begin to heal it. But for some reason, when you end up stopping at that part of you don't even want to acknowledge it to understand it, and you just trying to ignore it, it's not going to go away.
No,
It's
no.
going to be there. You know, so in regards, and this is a test that my therapist, because I'm a strong believer about therapy, so listen, y'all gonna hear that a lot on Pillow Talking for Tea. In regards, my therapist said, I want you to go into a full length mirror, which I had the Bobby one. You know, thank God to TJ Maxx.
I knew you were gonna say something. I knew it was like, go get a full in there. TJ Maxx.
TJ Maxx was another one. I can't think of the name right now, but
Don't go to Walmart. Don't go to Walmart.
No, it's either TJ Maxx or either Home. Is it Home Decor? I believe. So listen, I went to go get me a full length mirror. She was like, I want you to strip down everything bare naked, and I want you to look at everything that you like and everything that you don't like. And the things that you don't like, I want you to get to appreciate and to get to like and get to love. Mm-hmm. And when you do that, that's a part, because she said, listen, the process of healing is not comfortable.
No.
It's very comfortable, and it's a process. It's a process that you need to know that it's going to get ugly, it's going to get cruel, it's going to be some feelings that you may not want to resonate. Mm-hmm. But you got to go through the mud to get to the pretty sight.
Come on. So, come on, Queen. Preach.
You also have to trust the process. See, things may look ugly now, but at the end of that rainbow, at the end of that finish line, you are going to be appreciative what the fucking light and beauty is going to behold and become. You're going to love how you feel. You're going to love the clarity. You're going to love the power that you're standing in. You're going to love the fact that you're going to make standards, create standards, and stand by them. And that no one or anything could be able to actually have you dilute, delete, or dismiss your standards.
Come on.
You're love so much. You're going to appreciate the love that you love so much that your walk, your stance, your grace is going to be so different. So I tell my sisters and my brothers, don't be scared of therapy, because therapy is amazing. It is the healing, the mud, the ghetto, and the hood that you got to go through. If you take out the hood and you making it through the hood, so you can make it through therapy. And when you go through it, trust the process. Remember, when you end up like a wound, right? A wound may be ugly right now, but as you take care of that wound throughout the process, you're going to see it healing up, getting better, closing it up. You know, because you're now taking care of it. Then after this, you may have a scar, but look at that scar as reward that you just received because you went through the process of healing.
Mm.
That's all I'm just saying.
Man, oh come on now, come on. We need, you know what? We need a collection plate because this minister preaching, she deserves IHOP. I have to. We're going to do. We're going to do. You know, we can't. Maybe we do it 5 guys or something. I don't know. We gonna figure this out.
Yeah,
Hold on, wait.
We gotta do something together because listen, our energy, even
Everybody, we're gonna pass around the collection plate. Come on, come on. We're gonna pass the bat pig. Okay, everybody contribute to the cause. Got the bat pig right here. Come on. Let me stop.
we gotta do something extra. We gotta do something amongst beyond us because our energy, even over the phone, is amazing. And I know people in the comments could feel it, and I know they appreciate this conversation. Listen, like I told you, I'm not looking to be liked. I'm not looking to make friends. All I'm doing is coming on a quest of a passion that God has sent me to do. He sent me to do a job, and I'm doing the task he sent me to do. I don't care you don't like me. I don't care that you never love me, but guarantee you're going to hit me up and you're going to thank me.
I couldn't have put it better myself, my dear. And that was quite eloquent in its delivery. Bravo to you. Yes.
Listen, you got to have them uncomfortable conversations to be able to help. Stop ignoring them. It was about to be 2022. What are we doing? We lacking as a community. We lacking as a people. It's saying the same thing that our ancestors been saying, but in different words. So now, how about the fact that shoulders that we stand on theirs? We now do something because we have in that power right to do what they wasn't able to do. So let's support each other. Let's stop talking and do action.
Precisely.
And then being lazy as shit. Doesn't work. You know what I'm saying? Let's get up off our asses and let's do what we need to do. You know, and let's bring it. Let's bring it. When we bring it, let's show up and let's show out. Let's make noise.
I'll be the first one to say it. I'm not perfect by any stretch of the imagination. I was never, ever perfect by any way, form. But you know what? My imperfection is what makes me happy with myself. Like our queen said, and the therapist said, because one day I had to deal with a bad breakup. And I was feeling it inside. And it was, when you go through something like that, and anyone who goes through a bad breakup, I mean, bad to the point where everything, your mind won't stop, your heart won't stop. Yeah. You just want to, you don't feel like keep going, but your mind won't stop. And I had to strip myself down and say, okay, let me sit down and analyze this. What did I do to contribute to this? What was the problem that caused this? Can this be fixed? If I answer all of that, then I can start feeling myself deflate. Yes. I can see things come out of my system. In this community of beautiful melanated royalty, people are going through their own inflation processes of family, job, relationships, money, all of this. Yeah. And all this needed is for someone to say, hey, I see that you're struggling.
Yes.
Come on.
Yes.
Let's see what we can do to get you back on the ground, because you float a little too high up in the ozone. You know, you're going to fly off and then we can't bring you back. So we need to bring you back down. So you have to get that stripped down process, and you need someone to help you with that, because we're all guides. Mm-hmm. We can guide each other through the good times and through the bad times.
Yes.
But we have to stop being selfish.
Yes.
We have to stop thinking that we're the only ones going through, oh, woe is me, I'm going through this. No one understands.
Flush, because I can admit that I used to do the same thing. That's just the flush with inside of you. Because you know what I'm saying? Sometimes in regards to things, you know what I'm saying? You can have all the faith in the world, but sometimes that flush will take over, man.
Come on.
It really will. And you got to end up sitting there, and all the flush is just the devil. That's it. That's all it is. Because let me see. Listen, you're about to make me go into this.
I don't know what you're talking about. Don't be blaming me. Don't call me an enabler, because I know how to enable. I ain't got no problem with that. Let's go, Madam Minister. Come on, bring it up to the pulpit.
Because the thing is that people don't realize, I'm about to go to the Bible, okay? Because I'm a Christian, but I'm a Christian at heart. Or, listen, I'm not religious, but I'm spiritual. And I grew up realizing that. So in regards to that.
And she cute too, just saying.
In regards to that, is, like it says in the Bible, when you sit there and we speak, we have to talk to one another. Mm-hmm. We have to put our shit out there. Because when you reveal, we speak and we talk about the things that we're going through, guess there's no room for the devil to play. Because we already speaking about it. We already talking about it.
Come on.
Already,
yes.
We shown it already out. So what is the point of us sitting there? Because first of all, when you don't speak it, you're trying to hide it. We know how our grandmas used to do. What stays in this house, what happens in this house,
I'll stay in this house. Mm-hmm.
Listen, which is true, because even I told my son that. But at certain things, you need to actually realize, okay, this is now called for. I need help. I can't be ashamed to ask for help, and I can't be ashamed to sit there and think that it's not okay to be okay. It's okay not to be okay.
It is. It's
okay to not be okay, because we are human. We are not perfect. We're gonna have our good days, our in-between days, and our bad days, and our fucked up days, and I just want to be in a room by myself under the blanket, and nobody better not knock on my motherfucking door. We gonna have those days. However, you don't just dwell in that.
No.
Be in it for a moment, but then get your ass up and get out of it. You know what I'm saying? I had my times. I've always listened. The woman you see in front of you went through the mud, went through the process, trust the process, trust out everything on her, inside of her, around her. And not only that, I also sat there and I made sure I wanted to be the best version of myself. And so for me to do that, I had to get up to do what I needed to do.
Come on.
And I asked for help.
Come on.
I seek help. I got the help. I wasn't ashamed to ask for it. But see, when you got those secrets and you think that it's not okay to be okay, or you don't share with people that you trust, and then all of a sudden you give the devil the idle playground to play on, because then he's going to go into your mind. Mm-hmm. He's going to play with that shit to the fifth power. See, but when you ain't giving him no ammunition to play with, he would not come around, because you already played your shit out. You already told what you had to say. You living in your truth. You standing in your power. No one can do anything that you've been through, going through, or went through against you, because you telling your story.
Come on, girl.
In your story, and you making your story by you sharing it every time you get a chance. You standing in your power. You're about to sit in church even more.
Lord, you know what? I'm gonna be that deacon and go, well, go on, Pastor. Go ahead, Pastor. But you're not wrong about that, because we've got to understand that we are in ourselves powerful. We are graceful. We are strong. We are majestic, and we got to look within ourselves and remember that. My favorite analogy is always the analogy of the cell. You know, our body are made up of cells. We got blood vessels. We got white blood cells. We got red blood cells. We have all of these. And everything, every cell has a nucleus. The nucleus is what keeps that cell going. It's what keeps it alive. Mm-hmm. We are the nucleus of our lives. We are the center of that cell. If we're not taking care of ourselves, that cell is going to die. It will no longer exist. Exactly. Which means you've got to look at yourself, and I mean this in the most grandest gesture I possibly can. Your opinion of yourself matters more than anybody else's opinion of you.
It's the only one that matters.
What you think of you is the only one that should matter. Not the person next door, not the person that you fell in love with, not anybody. Why? Because at the end of the day, like my queen said, you're going to look at yourself in the mirror. You have to lay down. You have to be able to be happy and content with your spirit. And when you are, and you find that center, and you find that nucleus is a strong, powerful thing. I'm sorry, nuclei. Doggone it, Paul. You're killing me with this. She's talking about haters are mitochondrial. I love that. I love her. Shout out to Paul. I'm telling you that. Ooh, anyway. But when you reinforce that nucleus, that cell becomes stronger, becomes powerful, and it grows, and it starts to become a better thing.
Yeah.
We have to realize that. We have to make sure that we look at ourselves as favorably as we can, because we can't rely on the words of others to always carry us through. We can take a little bit of nourishment from it. We can take inspiration from it. But when you close the door to your home or to close the door to your room and you're there by yourself, ask yourself the question, what do I think of me? How do I feel about me? Do I love me? Do I think I'm a superhero? Can I carry on to the next day? Can I be a lifesaver? Can I be a life changer? Can I be a motivator? Can I provide? Can I include? Can I save someone? And if you can answer yourself in the positive in any of those questions, you have achieved a victory that no race that you run crossing that finish line will ever be as powerful. Nothing you ever will do, because you have run the race of your own identity. Wow. And your own power. She's getting me back, y'all. She get me back for this. That's what she's doing. She get me back. I see how you is. Okay, let's go. I'm just saying. I know because you're talking to a PK anyway, so I know how to do it. But that's what it boils down to in this community. We got to stop relying on other people to define who we are. We got to stop relying on other people to tell us who we are and what our purpose is and what our responsibility is. We got to do it for ourselves, y'all. We got to. And support each other. If you see somebody down, listen and say, hey, I like what you did with your cosplay. Can I offer a suggestion? Maybe we could do something a little bit with it. Mm-hmm. That's called constructive criticism, y'all. That's constructive. You're still giving them their flowers and saying, hey, I like the job that you did. I want it to be better. Can I help? Hey, I saw that you did that drawing. I love what you did. Have you thought about doing it in this color scheme? I think that would be fire. You're writing this game? Cool. Take this out as an idea. I think that would work. I love what you did. I want to add support to what you do. Because when you do this with yourself and you create that power within yourself, it can spread to others. It can be infectious. It can be beautiful. And look back at you and they can say, wow, so-and-so was my inspiration.
Yes. Absolutely. And you don't know when you do that also what's going to the blessings you're going to be receiving tenfold. That's going to come back to you. But see, people don't do that. See, I'm going to speak on the ill because we can't speak on the good and not speak on the ill because sometimes people think we don't know. See,
come on.
People don't do it. It's because they're looking at competition. They don't
mama.
Listen, they don't want the next person to win. They feel like if I reach out, if you look at somebody's content, graphics, podcast, or radio, or whatever they doing, the artistic, because everything to me is artistic. You know, if you see that they could have did something better, but you don't want to go in the stint to give your positive perspective opinion or just give them an input or just extend say, hey, I know this website where you can do this better, or guess what, I know this company that has this, I know this color you could have used, I know this that you could have did, oh, next time at Comic-Con you could be able to do it like this, go to this place and go to this. But see, when you don't do that, all you doing is being a motherfucking hater.
Woo! Uh-oh, you know what? We about to go to war. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. I'm about to put the goggles on.
When you do that, you basically showing the lack of growth and the immaturity that you are basically perceiving in yourself. You showing yourself as a hater. You looking at them as competition. Because my
Yes.
is does not the spiritual world, does not the Bible, does it not say you help the brother, help thy neighbor? Does it not say help thy neighbor? Not say that. I thought it did.
Woo!
I came out the womb, and since I've been in church since God knows when, it told me that. So when you do that, and you do end up giving some input, some elevation, some suggestions, what I'm saying, to your brothers and your sisters. And I don't give a damn if they could be black, white, orange, green, or purple. Because at the end of the day, we all still the same thing. The only thing
Thank you.
pigmentation that's in our skin.
Come on.
You sit there and you do that, guess what's going to happen to your content? Guess what's going to happen to your podcast? Guess what's going to happen to your downloads? Guess to your numbers? Guess what's going to happen to your following? You want to be blessed in so many ways, tenfold, due to the fact you extended yourself and you helped thy neighbor. That's why I say stop being a hater. Allow that word to die. Just like we should also allow the word fear. What the hell is fear?
Woo! Oh my goodness. They ain't ready for this.
Word that was created for the weak because they wanted some type of excuse to be able to not to do.
They ain't ready for
and
this.
That word is only alive is due to the fact that because somebody was lazy as shit. Able to do the hard work. Listen, hard work pays off. You appreciate the reward afterwards. But let's dead that word. Hater, competition, fear. What the fuck is those? Those words are not even in my vocabulary due to the fact I was not raised that way. I had my grandparents, even my parents, who showed me what it is to extend a hand, to extend an arm, to lift up another brother or sister or neighbor. I seen my grandfather who ain't even know a person who gave his shirt off his back to someone. He had no idea who this person was, but because the human being that he was created and molded to, and end up investing that into me and so many of his 9 kids and his 20-something grandkids and his 15 great-grandkids and his 1 great-great-grand, guess what? We're going to end up making sure his legacy stay alive because he instilled it into us. You don't have to extend a hand. You don't have to sit there and know a person to help. You don't have to know a person to congratulate. You don't have to know a person to end up offering some type of opinion or some type of ascendancy of saying I can help you elevate to the level because I've been through it. See, the thing is, the test is not the reward that you receive. The test is, would you also help the next man or woman? That's the test. Now, it's up to you if you choose to fail it or complete it.
Woo! Come on.
You know I can go on and on.
Oh, I know you can. The both of us, I'm telling you, it's not that tough. It is not that tough at all. It is not hard. And I'm going to piggyback on what she said real quick because a lot of us have come from a lineage of family who have taught us to look out for others. We have been taught to look out for our fellow man. We have been blessed to be able to do that. And we've been shown that the right way to do it will be a blessing to all involved because that's what Father told us.
Yeah.
So we fast forward to when we're adults and we have everything available. We have all of the elements in place. We have all of the tools to do what we need to do. But instead of continuing with that blessing that ability to bless, we're only focused on self. We're only focused on what is good for us. We're not even worried about our families. We're just worried about what's good for us.
Exactly.
The problem with that is there's someone who sees what you're doing. And when you display that type of a negative spirit, all you're doing is you're giving them the ability and desire to tear you down.
Exactly.
So now this cycle starts. Oh, they think they're better than me. Well, I'm going to show them. Oh, she thinks she's more badass than me. Well, I'm going to show her. He thinks he got more stacks than me. Well, I'm going to show him. Why? What is the point? What does it benefit you? What in the world does it even, where's the advantage? Where's the motherfucking advantage? There is no advantage. All you're doing is you're creating a drama that didn't even have to be created because you've let your ego and your pride be the leaders in your life. I ain't got time. I ain't got time. Know what I'm saying? This queen and I we said it straight. We ain't got time. Because there are better things to do. There are better people to associate with. There are better projects to be a part of. There are better visions to see. There are better sights to see. There are better trips to make. There are better meals to eat. So many better things because we have the heart to want to be a part of something greater.
Yes.
Self is just an element of a greater picture. We are all colors in a tapestry. I want my color to be bright. I want people to see that I'm adding to the picture and not taking away from it, adding to the beauty.
That's true. Absolutely.
And we all have that. See, I already know. The minute I start, it's a wrap. You and I, we probably be like, they've been going at it for 14 straight hours. I don't know what's going on.
Listen. You know we can, and I only end up doing what it is led in my spirit. But I do want to go back to what Real Deal Doc Dooley said.
Real Deal Doc Dooley. She is a clinical counselor. She's a doctor. She's amazing. Love her. Love you, Lee.
Look at that. Now, she said learning to say no without guilt or excuse changed her life. And this is something that I always end up saying, is that for some reason, people is afraid to say no because they attach them and lose probably not 90% the fake motherfuckers around them.
Huh?
So due to the fact a lot of people are afraid to say no because they want people taking up that unnecessary space in their life. Do you realize if you end up using that word, and it doesn't, listen, you could sit there and say, oh, I'm going to hurt her feelings. I'm going to hurt his feelings. No, you're not. Guess what? They'll be okay.
It's a feeling. It'll go away.
Yeah. And they will understand. And if they're not there yet, guess what? You good. You good. And if they feel some type of way, they just need a moment. Give them 24, 48 hours, and they'll be back.
Mm-hmm.
And then be right back in your space and trying to sit there and ask for another thing or want to do something else with you. But we as people can't not be afraid to not allow people to end up being in space or taking up unnecessary space in our lives. Because a lot of people's shoulders are heavy due to the fact of that you have unnecessary people in your life taking up unnecessary space.
Mm-hmm.
The reason why you're going through a lot of things that you're going through because you're attached to people that you shouldn't be attached to. But because you don't want to be alone and because you want that space to be filled with unnecessary people, that's not bringing elevation. That's not bringing you, that's elevating you to another level. Listen, but when I got to this place in my life, I realized that you have to, my space and my time is precious. So you have to be bringing me something to elevate me for me to end up having you in my space. If you're not going in the direction I'm going in, what are you doing here? You're not holding me, and I'm not trying to trail and pull you up, because that was something I used to do, try to pull everybody my way, but not realizing that everybody not ready
Ooh, ooh, ooh. Say it. Say it again.
By me doing that, trying to pull up everybody, not realizing that everybody was not ready. Because my group of friends and family members who are probably ready don't mean that everybody is ready. But when we do that, do you realize we holding ourselves back? We holding ourselves down with unnecessary weight. We holding ourselves down with the pressure that we don't need. We really don't. And the analogy that I always give to people is the same way in your refrigerator, right? You go in your refrigerator, you end up smelling that milk, and that milk is for you, right? What are you going to do? You're going to throw the shit out. So why is you going to hold on to expired friendships, friendships, unnecessary ships? Why? Because you just want to say somebody's there? Listen, protect your peace. Love. Because trust and believe. Listen, it's okay to be by yourself. It really is. Listen, I'm having the most amazing time because I have unnecessary people that don't need to be in my life. I had to remove them.
Or they'll remove themselves.
Or they will remove themselves. Because people are going to show you who they are. And if it's lying, if it doesn't match, or if it does not equate to where you're going, you have to let them go. And we can't be afraid to say no. We can't be afraid to detach. Remember, it's how many seasons in the world? 4, right? So every season, the element of the weather, the climate changes. So 3 for fall. Them leaves fall for a reason, right? Them leaves fall for a reason. The branches also fall for another reason. So you think that tree gonna get mad because the leaves in the tree, the branches in the tree falling? No, that because that tree is going to another elevation and season in its world. The branch cannot go.
Come on.
So in regards to that, you take that how you need to take that.
Come on.
And you end up letting that resonate. Because I'm telling you, the beauty of happiness is amazing. The beauty of peace is even wonderful. And the beauty of joy is unbelievable. Trust and believe. You don't need people or you don't need nobody there. That's what I'm saying. You love yourself more than enough. You will be okay. You will be enough. You're enough with yourself. You end up growing to love yourself and who you are. You keep your own damn self company. Trust and
Come on. Come on.
And believe. Listen, at this age, my son would tell you, my mom ain't be. Sometimes he used to have to check on me like, you good in this room? Yeah. You good in this office? Yes. I'm good. What's up? Because right now you interrupted me.
You in the way! What are you doing? What are you doing?
So it's okay. It is okay. People alone does not mean lonely. Do you know that?
No. Say that again.
Alone
say that again.
Does not mean lonely.
Oh my goodness.
It doesn't. And it's nothing to be afraid of. It is an amazing space that I pray that everyone's watching us and that will watch us later will actually get to that place in their life. Because I know how amazing that feels.
I gotta say this, and I'm definitely jumping on top of what you said. If we focus on building our peace, it becomes the most valuable thing in our world. If we focus on building our peace in our home, in our hearts, in our lives, in the people we associate with, we will go forward with such an amazing feeling that no one can violate, because that type of peace is something that most of these haters crave. They want it so bad that they're willing to do anything and just feel like they got to destroy someone just to have it, and they'll never have it.
Exactly.
Because they don't know what it means to stand still.
Mm. Mm.
Just stop moving.
Yes.
Stand stand still
Woo.
and just be. He said it in the word. Be still and know that I am God.
You about to make the Holy Ghost come
But it's a fact. If you stand still, y'all, I have been homeless. I've got my home, and it's taken me years to find where Montel is. It's taken me years to build the peace in my home. And people have come across my threshold and said, I've never felt this before. And I said, that's because this was something that God has blessed me to build.
Yes.
Have I had my adversity? Yeah. Have I had my drama and stress? Absolutely. But the question is, when those come into your world, do you hold on to it and let it linger? Or do you start cleaning your life all over again and continue to move forward in a peaceful fashion? Because people are going to gravitate to your peace. Some are going to find inspiration. Others are going to leech off of it. It is up to you to discern who are the leeches and who are the supporters. So you can get rid of the leeches and you can bring the supporters so you can teach them how to build their peace.
Yes, and don't be stingy to sit there and to end up teaching others, because let me tell you something. One thing that
Come
I
on.
learned for me to be able to do is that anything I do, I want it to be duplicatable. Because you want to know why? I want the next man and woman to be able to do it.
Woo!
So
come on.
All the legacy that I'm going to leave behind for my son and my nieces and my nephews and my brothers and sisters that's in my family and my best friend is that I want this to be that I leave behind for them to be able to do it and to take it beyond what I left it with. And also to be able to say, okay, damn, what she did is duplicatable, but let's duplicate it 10 times.
Come on. Come on.
Because I don't want to never create anything where I cannot be able to share with my brothers and my sisters. I don't want being never to be hard for them not to be able to say, damn, if Quad did it, I could do it, but how did she do it? No. The blueprint right there, all you got to do is hit me up. I give it to you. I'm not stingy because sharing is caring and caring is love. Listen, I'm not that. I'm not that one. You know, I'm the person that's going to give it to you. And just to end up, before we take it home, I'm gonna say this because this is another analogy that I like that I just came off of. When things hit me, I like to speak on it.
I wouldn't have guessed.
Just as a missile that's on a rocket ship. So you see when a rocket ship goes up, right? The two missiles that's on the side. Eventually the missiles do what? They release due to the fact that they are not able or to able to hold that altitude or the level where that rocket is going. So eventually people in your life are missiles that you have to at some point release because they're not equipped to go to that altitude or the level that you're going. And it's okay. They will either get there at their own time or guess what? Thank him, your spirit, whoever you believe in. Just thank that person that they showed you before it was too late. Because if you don't have to carry a load that you don't need to, why hold on to it?
Come on, sis. Come on, sis. Come on. Yes, ma'am.
Just saying. But just back into the bullying in the Blerd community, stop bullying each other.
Please.
Love each other. Respect one another. Sit there to know that if you help your own man and the next man and next woman, guess what? You helping your own selves in a way. Because even me coming on my platform, I may be speaking to those and speaking to others. But at the same time, I still be speaking within in myself. Because sometimes I have to reassure or either have to get that spark back into me and pour into myself. Because one thing about me, I believe in pouring to people and pouring into others. You know what I'm saying? But I make sure the mission, when I wake up, I pour into myself for me to get my energy to be able to pour into y'all. But before I pour in y'all, I got to pour into my son. So in regards to that, I make sure that when I come on this platform that I know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
speaking of. Because the only thing I speak of is by life experiences. And
Come on.
if I did not end up having no experience or whatever topic that I'm coming on this platform to speak about, I go to someone that I know who's been through it. So they can tell
Come on.
their story. And in regards to, like I said, bullying is a form of weakness. Is a form that you're trying to take someone else's power because
Mm-hmm.
you lack your own. So if you end up finding yourself doing that, or you are doing that, how about you check yourself the next time you try to bully someone and ask what's wrong with you? Where's the disconnect? Where's the pain coming from? Where's the hurt? Sometimes we got to dig deep to find it, but don't be afraid to dig deep to find it. You got to. Now, you scared to find it? Don't go ruin nobody's life because yours.
Oh, come on.
Nobody's life because yours fucked up. And that's I'm being dead ass serious right now. I'm talking to all y'all like if y'all my family. It's the same way I talk to my cousin. I'm the first cousin. I'm the first grandchild, firstborn. So I'm talking to y'all like I'm talking to all my 22-year-old sisters and brothers and my cousins. Don't
Let's
go
go.
fuck up, ruin nobody else's life if yours is not equipped. Remove yourself before you end up trying to bring negativity into somebody else's life because you're unhappy, you're miserable, and you're going. And it's okay to remove yourself from somebody's life until you get your shit together, then come back and see them. But other than that, stop the weakness, because that's all it is, for real. Just stop it. Don't be mad if somebody check you either. Listen, because my son had to check that dude. Listen, my son is not a fighter, but he's a linebacker. He plays football. So listen, he got to give a two-piece chicken with a biscuit. He got to do that. He got to do that. He don't be wanting to do it, but if he got to do it, But
Stop! You're making me hungry. Come on now. We're talking about 2 pieces of biscuits and stuff.
sometimes some people really cannot take the scene or really fathom or swallow of people doing negative to other people. So with this, and that's what's lacking in our community too, is the fact is that we are not checking one another. We're not in there because it's like, and I understand why we're not, because our sisters and brothers, they got this little nasty ass attitude, thinking they know it all, and thinking that, what I'm saying, they shit don't stink, and thinking what they was right. Nobody could tell me what to do. Nobody go moving their heads like this. Cool. All right. But baby girl, baby boy, you're going to have a long ass life that you're going to endure, and it's going to be miserable until you're ready to check your own shit.
She's speaking it, y'all. You see this? She's speaking it right here. She's speaking it. I'm telling you. And this is a microphone right here. If y'all know what this is, it's a microphone. Don't be nasty. All right, this is a microphone. All right.
So listen, y'all can take that how you gonna take it. Listen, but other than that, you gotta really just check yourself and realize. And my thing is, see, and I understand why I gotta say this. I don't understand why a lot of people went after Monique, right, for that situation. They didn't understand where she was coming from. She was coming from a place of love. She was coming from a place of saying, like, listen, I know you could do a little bit better. But see, our people got such a slavery mentality that they not even trying to reprogram themselves to say, okay, let me see where she's coming from before I react. You know what I'm saying? And then the stuff that I was reading and the stuff people were saying back to her, I'm like, oh yeah, you dumb. I don't like to call people dumb or stupid, but if I gotta call a thing a thing. Because the comebacks they was giving her did not even make any damn sense.
Because people aren't willing to think. They're not willing to think. And when people like that react, that means they want to be a part of something else. They're not willing to have their own thought process and do their own logic. They were like, oh, well, so-and-so said this. Okay, I'm going to jump right on that. Y'all, if y'all ever remember anything else I say tonight or anything that this queen says tonight, We need more teachers than soldiers. We need more sages than fighters. We need more guides. We need more of this because the wisdom that we have to pass on is wasting away because we're so busy putting up our hands to do this instead of doing our hands to do this. Bring people closer. There are some who are starving, but they put up a defensive wall because this is what they've been taught to do. And if they see that there's a way through it, they'll do it grudgingly, but they'll do it knowing that there are no repercussions for reaching out for that wisdom and that knowledge whatsoever. So we've got to be their teachers. We've got to be their sages. Stop thinking that it's so hard to pass on wisdom. It's not hard at all. It's one of my favorite things to do because somebody wants to know something. And if I have it to give, I'm going to give it. And I'm going to do it with enthusiasm, with love, and say, use it wisely. This is a superpower. This is what you can do for the world. You can save somebody's life. You can help someone out of a conundrum. You could be that person that inspires somebody to reach out for their dreams. All you have to do is stop fighting when you could be teaching.
Absolutely.
So what do I know? I just have a white beard. No big deal. I don't know any shit like that. What do I know?
Listen, what do I know? I just know that I'm just living in peace and loving on myself and just being happy, and not giving a fuck what nobody thinks because I'm living my life.
See, I want to be like her when I grow up,
And listen, and that's another thing. People care too much what other people think.
Come on. I see where you're going with this. Come on.
People really caring too much what other people really sitting there and really think. And people need to end up.
Somebody want to know what you think right now. That's why they're calling you.
That's the buzzer, and that person going to stay out there. But people end up care too much what other people think. And that's, and when you do that, you give lack of what you decide to, how you want to live, how you walk this planet and this earth. Listen, you got to think about it. There's going to be judgment on this world as long as you're here. People going to judge. And I understand that between me and Montel and so many other people that have platforms in the Blerd community as well as the podcast community, we can't save everybody. But listen, we saved a couple of y'all, at least one. We did our freaking job. But
thank you.
At the same time, you cannot care at all what people think because you came in this motherfucker by yourself. You want to die out this motherfucker by yourself.
Ooh, you ain't said nothing but a word.
What other people say. And women, I want to talk to my ladies real quick.
Here we go.
Since we going deep, right?
Here we go.
Let me tell you something. One thing I'm gonna tell you, ladies. Be able to show up, show out in a respectful manner, in a respectful way. But at the same time, don't let nobody to allow you to be sex deprived from your sexual feelings. Due to the fact because the world want to call you a hoe, a slut, or make you feel shame.
Come on, Queen.
You want to crave your needs. Who said you, long as you know who you are, and long as you know you define who you are, it doesn't matter what the next woman. Actually, I come to find out, because listen, I live all up in my sexuality, and I still all in my power of my sexuality. Hold on real quick.
Boo. Make them wait. I couldn't be saying it better myself. I couldn't be saying Ty Rapid, what's going on, man? I couldn't be saying it myself. Look at this. This is a beautiful cup of cappuccino come sitting down in front of this camera. You see this? You see this, y'all? You see this, right? I mean, she just looking like a tall frappuccino over here. Yes, ma'am. Yeah, I'm good for the ego. I ain't got no problem with that. And now I can't even hear you. She's like the silent cappuccino now. What's going on? Come on now.
There we go. I still forgot I had the mute button on. My bad.
That's all right. I was complimenting you. You couldn't say anything because you was trying to, but you were busy laughing and telling you all about yourself.
Yeah, so, but to get back to this. So, me, personally, I stand in my power. Hold on, let me put this down a little bit. I don't know why this. I really need to get to these ladies. Because they be caring too much about what these men say and think and what these other women who want to be them. See, the reason why any woman may judge you because you standing in your sexual womanness, because she wants to be what you are. So she's going to judge, she's going to criticize, she's going to recruit you, she's going to call you everything in the world because she wants to do what you're doing, but she don't have the balls, the guts, or the drive, or energy to do it. So even though, listen, no, and I'm about to get y'all the tea. Some people already know who follow me because I already told the story. I have a sexuationship, and I embrace every bit of it. And it been going on for the past, off and on, 16 years. And the thing is, when I get into a relationship, we understand deuces is a wrap. At the end of the day, do you think, yeah, I'm loving on myself, I'm loving my therapy, I'm stripping naked in front of the mirror, I'm speaking important to y'all, I'm sitting there taking care of my son and my businesses, and I'm sitting there standing in my power and being a survivor of domestic violence, being a survivor of so many other tragic things that happen in my life. Ever. I'm damn sure going to stand in my power because I'm not going to deprive my vagina any type of sexual activity because the next woman or man decide to say they want to call me what they want to call me. Call me what you want to call me, but guess what? I'm going to be the best thing you call me.
Yes, ma'am.
Ladies, if you feel like you want to date multiple people, if you feel like you want to have you a sexuationship, if you want to do the damn thing, do it respectfully, and don't give a fuck who's caring about what you're doing. And if they have, tell them maybe you should try it. Because listen, men doing it, and men don't care. So why should we? Why
At the same
care?
and at the same time, ladies and gents, if you see somebody out there living their best life, if you see someone out there who is confident in themselves, who has embraced their power, who are walking with majesty on this earth, do not hate on them. Take the example that they exhibit and know that that could be you. That could be you walking in that same majesty, being a part of that grace, showing a royalty and the elevated wisdom that you have and your presence, and people can be gravitating to you, and you could be like that. But you can't be so focused on tearing somebody down that you're using all that energy to destroy them. Well, you can use that same energy to build yourself up.
Come on now.
It's not that hard. Matter of fact, it only takes half the energy to get yourself to a place of grace and peace than it is to destroy somebody. Because once you've achieved that goal, what's left? You're still the same empty husk you were when you started on this journey, whatever that mission is. And I'm here to tell you, you got queens like this out here who are showing the true examples of what it means to be a woman who is good with herself and happy with her surroundings and is unashamedly who she is.
Absolutely.
And just take that for example. Don't be afraid. Stop acting like you're scared to make a change. What's wrong with change? There's nothing wrong with change, because if I didn't change, the person you see here wouldn't exist.
Yes. Exactly. Always focus on yourself. Absolutely. Focus on yourself, and you will really be amazed what you will end up receiving and what will come out of it. And people just stop focusing on everybody else. My thing is, like I tell my sisters, because the point is where, like I say, I don't even care. I've been stopped caring. Honestly, women is admiring of the fact that I'm standing into my sexual power. And my thing is, I want y'all to ask me, how I got there. I want you to ask me, how I'm doing it.
Come on.
Because listen, I want all of my sisters to be able to do it. And listen, and then some people will say, oh, isn't that blocking your blessing for a king to come in my life? No, because I have control of this. When God ready to receive and send me a king, he knows how to sit there and get through all the bullshit. However, the stuff that I'm doing is not bullshit because this is a contract that's in place because I control this.
Come on. Come on.
Now, when I see something that's great that's coming along, I don't know who that person is. I'm now focusing on this king right here. That's it.
Come on.
Look at myself. Myself, like, hold up.
I'm sitting like, yeah. I'm getting all electrified up in this son of a gun. I'm telling y'all, this woman ain't no to be played around with. I'm telling you, this queen right here ain't no joke. And fellas, stop doing the fuck shit.
Yes.
Stop doing the fuck shit. If you know what it takes to get yourself to a place of majesty as a king should be, get there. Mm-hmm. Work. Put in the work. Put in the energy. Put in that. Push people aside who are not going to have your best interests at heart. Bring people in who are going to nurture and support you and inspire you. And most importantly, start to be happy with who you are. Yeah. Because if you are by yourself and you are doing this, I guarantee you, and I say this because I'm living this, your queen is coming. She is being prepared by the Most High. He is preparing her for you. Queens, your king is being prepared for you. All you have to do is continue your preparation and make yourself better and continue to elevate yourself. Get to that plateau that you belong, because when you see them, there will be no doubt whatsoever who they are, where they belong, and what y'all gonna do.
Exactly.
My queen is coming. I haven't seen it yet. I've met someone who showed me how it felt. It didn't last long. I felt some kind of way. And it made me realize that, yes, I know how to feel when someone comes along that vibes with me. Was it easy to get out of? No, because they still stayed in my mind. But it took me time to realize if they really wanted to be here with me, they'd still be here. Exactly. No excuses, no fancy, no messed up stories, no lies, right here. Because if you want to be with me, just like you want to be with this queen, we ain't far. We're not hard to find.
Just make sure you come direct. You come strong. Don't come intimidated. Please don't, because
and don't come playing games.
I hear a lot of that. And not that, come respectfully, because I need you to stimulate my mind before you try and stimulate anything else on me.
Hell, oh, Mufasa, Mufasa, come on, say that.
So you can't fuck this, and you definitely ain't fucking that. So.
You know what? I ain't gonna lie. I'm so proud to be a demisexual, because that means the fuck shit stays out of my house. Because if I'm not connected with you,
yes,
none of this is gonna happen.
Yes,
the beard will stay dry for as long as it takes. I'll moisturize it on my own before I bring chaos into my motherfucking house. I don't think so. I'm just saying. This is
exactly.
You laugh because you know exactly what I'm talking about. She can't even look at me now. She knows exactly what I'm talking about. Let's go.
Yes, I can't with you. I'm not.
Wait till the day that you and I stand in front of each other. We're going to be doing nothing but laughing. That's all we're going to be doing.
Lit, high energy, some type of, it's going to be weird. They're going to be like, why is they still, they've been laughing this whole time. And really, like, I can't. It's so amazing, though. But I also want to say this, too, is that people also realize this, that people come in your life for a reason, season, and a lifetime. And it's okay. And people got to realize when we choose to get into a relationship, when we choose to date, we are gambling. An old wise one told me this. when you decide to put your heart on the line or open your mind or yourself up to date or extend yourself to someone or either allow someone to come in, you are
Mm-hmm.
a gamble. Now,
Yes.
now, it's not saying that you will always win, but that's the gamble part about
Yes.
it. It may come with reflection of a hurt and pain, but the pain and the hurt doesn't last forever. It's only temporary. You know what keeps the pain longer is the person. You know what I'm saying? Learn from whatever you've been through. Cry, you gotta cry
Mm-hmm.
out of it and say, okay, what did I didn't do that I could have done better? And yeah, we gonna blame the other person. We gonna say what the other person did. We gonna sit there and say he did this, she did this, she should have did this, he shouldn't have did that, he could have did better. Cool, we gonna say that, but don't stay on that role of blame for too long. Now start to focus on you and the you and say, okay, what the hell could I did better? What I didn't do? What
Mm.
how much more I could have ended up giving time or what I could have put in. Did I pour enough into him? Did I pour enough into her? You know what I'm saying? So you got to realize, and then when you do take that time to heal and to recover and to do some self-evaluation, then that's when you should move on. But jumping into one relationship to another is not good. And please do not look for that old saying grandma used to say, oh, to get over one is to get under another. That's a bullshit ass lie.
Mm-mm.
All you doing is just piling laundry and bullshit and trauma and hurt and pain on top of each other. So listen, heal one another, heal yourself,
Yes.
strip yourself down, know that, have the uncomfortable conversations. Know that it's okay to not to be okay. And it's okay to ask for help. Know that, you know what I'm saying, that life is challenging, but
Yep.
the reward is and the process is how you get through those challenges and how you get through the hurdle of life. Listen, this has been amazing, King. I love it. We got to do it again. We got to do it again.
You ain't saying nothing but a thing. That's all. You ain't saying nothing but a thing. Come on now.
We put something together. We got to talk in the back, of the back, you know, the back.
She gonna have us in the backyard by the back fence talking about, is this back enough? I want to be in the neighbor's yard because he got a big ass dog. I don't want to be out here. Just go on the sidewalk. I don't want to. There's dogs on the sidewalk too.
But we gotta really put something together. We need to do something together. If you're talking, I know you're a busy man, you know what I'm saying? I'm a busy lady, but you know, I've always got time for you, you know what I'm saying?
You know what? I'm telling you right now, I'm single. I ain't gotta worry about nobody but myself. I do my damn thing because I keep telling people my queen she's out there. I ain't met her yet. Maybe she'll meet me. Maybe she's being prepped or anything else. But in the meantime, the quintessential Blerdicorn is always available, and I'm gonna help do whatever I gotta do to help elevate this community and keep the positive word out there until get these fuckboys out of here. Because I'll be damned if I hear one more person talking about I like a nigga with a big dick. I'm gonna look at him and go, really?
That they don't or they do?
They do. That's all they want.
Oh, see, the thing is, listen, I learned this because I used to say the same thing. Listen, I'm not saying I want it small, but you gotta know, you gotta make that shit feel like it's big.
And that's all I'm saying, though. But see, again, that's all in the person. Because not all of it, we didn't sit there and have we didn't have a survey and say, let's see, I want enough to be able to pee and to impress. So let's see. I'll go for the 8. I'll go for the 8, yeah. And let's go small head, large shaft, and I'm gonna name him Patrick.
Circumcised.
Oh yeah. It's gotta be circumcised because I don't like surprises either. And this is mine. I don't. No, I don't like surprises.
Listen, it gotta be. I don't. I'm sorry. I just can't.
I'm just saying, because I am not unsaved. Yes, I am circumcised. So I am, because you know what? I want you to see what's coming, so that way you can make your own decisions on how you want to deal with it. That's all I gotta say.
And he's telling y'all he's circumcised.
I am. I ain't got no lie. It's like, hey, knock yourself out. But anytime, I enjoy talking to you. You are such a treasure. You are a joy. You have no idea how geeked I am. I've been waiting all day for this. I'm like, okay, I'm going to get off work. Okay, I got to get off work. And why is the clock moving so damn slow? I'm ready to get off here. I got home, man. I took 30 minutes. Said, okay, I'm going to be a geek for 30 minutes. I'm going to watch a little anime, eat my Chinese food. I kept looking at my clock because I got to change my shirt. And I saw your face. I was like, I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready.
Hold on, you're ready for me all day, but then when it's time, you ain't ready?
It's called stage fright. Don't judge me, okay? It happens to the best of us. God, I'm just kidding.
Normally when you get nervous and you get stage fright, those be the best shows. So.
It's cool. I wasn't even nervous, but I've been so hyped for this because you have done so much for so many people. Your words of wisdom, blessed by God, have been lifesavers, and I admire what you do. So when you said, let's do it, King, I said, Your Majesty, you said nothing but a thing.
Yes. And like I told you, I'm going to hit you up in the back. Listen, as I'm looking at you and talking to you, like some stuff is resonating.
I like resonance. Yeah, I like noise. Yeah, I like resonance. Let's go. I don't want it to be quiet. Yeah. Now, this is just me on the live. Imagine me in person.
Look, he's saying, what did I walk into?
Groovy, you know me well enough, so I don't know why you asked that question, sir. And no questions tonight. This ain't my live. This is this Queen's live. Don't do it.
And me adding to him is a mess. Is a whole different. Because my people know how I get.
Oh.
Now, listen, some people can't handle me, and some people just want to learn from me, and some people know what it is. Listen.
I'll look at you and go, lights, camera, action. There we go. Let's go. Let's do it.
I'm ready.
Look at you. She's talking about, ladies and gentlemen, on the next episode of Brown Chicken, Brown Cow, we're going to be talking with...
Yo. Listen, Halloween she said, I'm glad I came. Listen, I'm glad everybody came through. Listen, this is not the last time y'all going to end up seeing me and the King Martell together at all. Because I'm telling you, stuff is going on in this head of mine, and I got to talk to my king in the back.
back over there by the pops, back there, not by the back fence, because somebody got a big ass dog. No, by the back, by the.
Meet me at the dumpster. Meet me right in the back of the dumpster.
Oh, okay. As long as they ain't in the back of the dumpster, because they don't know how to clean them damn things out. Just saying. I got standards.
Oh my God, yo, but it been such amazing. Listen, I don't even want to let you go, but it been such amazing.
The honor.
Everybody that came through. Listen, make sure you guys go follow Martell, and make sure you guys who came on from Martell's page to follow Pillow Talk with the T. It is amazing. It's not going to be the last time you hear from us together, so make sure you follow both of us. Turn on the notifications, because your girl got something playing in her head, and I'm about to talk to my king in the back, and we're about to get something popping. And listen, stay tuned, stay near, stay close, because we about to drop some things. Because as I'm talking to you right now, some jewels coming in my mind, and it's just rolling, and I can't wait, and I'm going to get off this live before I spill the tea. So you guys have an amazing night. You guys have an amazing night. And I'll see you back here Thursday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Listen, we talking to A-Love. She's an amazing natural hairstylist, hands of the gods. Listen, she didn't tell you who she is, but she is a famous actress sister.
Oh, hello.
Then we got the holistic hair plug, health plug, and she's amazing too. So the topic of that show is called "Because I Said No."
I like that. I like that.
Yes.
I like that.
Stay tuned for that's Thursday show at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and then on Friday, I have an amazing, beautiful queen who actually turned her pain into purpose. She
Nice.
ended up by the name of Lapierre Co. is the company, and she's amazing. Yes, Lapierre. I love that.
Okay.
Lapierre Co. That sounds so French, right? Lapierre. Lapierre.
We're going to talk to La Paire as she brings her sense of peace and vitality to the place. Yeah. We're going to do it here, so don't miss it.
Listen, and then listen, this is just the beginning for Pillow Talk with the Sea. We only in our 9th episode of season 3. I have so much to go with you guys. Just continue to stay tuned, stay updated, stay nearby, because you think that this was amazing. I have so much to come with so many incredible collaborations, so other shows that's gonna pop off. And listen, it's only gonna get deeper. It's only gonna get even more uncomfortable. And listen, if you can't handle it, it's okay. But don't sit there and neglect somebody else who can. So pass it along to somebody else. You know what I mean? Yes. So you guys have an amazing night, and as I always close it, no one told you today that they love you. Know that I love you, and also know that you are not who you were yesterday or who you are standing in front of yourself right now today. Continue to strive for success and elevate and be great. Love you guys. You have a good night. Yes. Peace.
Bye, everybody.